I never imagined it would end the way it did. One moment, I was brushing him off like he was being too sensitive, and the next, he was silently zipping up a suitcase, walking out the door as if I was just another stranger he'd met in passing. My name's Emily. I'm 27. If I had the chance to undo one mistake, it would be the night I defended someone who didn't earn it, over a man who gave me a kind of love I didn't understand until it was too late. It started a couple of years ago on a slow Sunday. I was running late for brunch. No surprise there. When I walked in, Noah was already sipping his second mimosa. He tossed me one of his effortless compliments, something playful about how I made being late look good. That was always Noah's way, flirtatious, smooth, familiar. He'd been around since high school, saw every messy chapter of my life unfold. We shared kisses once, maybe twice, but I never let it turn into more. To me, he was the guy I called when everything fell apart. The one who received my late-night memes and kept me company when I felt hollow. He was my chaos wrapped in comfort. Then Jacob came along. He was quiet, not flashy, not loud, but solid. A civil engineer who spoke about bridges and highways like he was reciting poetry. We met at a wedding where he accidentally spilled wine on my dress and apologized like I was someone who mattered. That stumble turned into dinner, then into a relationship that felt like exhaling after holding my breath for too long. The first few months with Jacob felt like something out of a movie. He memorized my coffee order, surprised me with flowers for no reason, held me through emotional breakdowns, and never once made me feel like I was too much to handle. He accepted my past, even welcomed Noah into our lives at first. But Noah wasn't subtle. He joked about Jacob being too vanilla, called him Mr. Spreadsheet, always implying he still had a claim on me. I laughed along. Maybe it wasn't just because it was funny, maybe part of me liked feeling wanted by both. Jacob never lashed out about it. He would just ask me softly, "Did you ever have feelings for him?" I always waved it off. "Of course not," I'd say. "He's just a friend." But then the messages from Noah kept coming, especially late at night. The kind of texts that only made sense if you remembered certain summers and secrets. I began muting my phone, leaving its screen down, not to avoid Jacob's anger, but to avoid my own guilt. And when Jacob's birthday came around, I lied. Told him I had to stay late at work when really I was at Noah's. We watched a movie. That was it. No intimacy. But the way Noah leaned in and whispered, "I miss us," that stirred something inside me I didn't want to acknowledge. The next morning, Jacob was in the kitchen, making pancakes, kissing my forehead. I wanted to confess, to come clean, but I didn't. I kept pretending. I felt guilty, but not enough to stop. Then 2 weeks later, Jacob looked at me with those eyes, like he already knew the truth. "I love you," he said gently, "but I need you to block Noah. Not because I want to control you, but because it feels like he's standing between us. I feel like the third wheel in my own relationship." I laughed. I mocked the idea. Called him insecure. That was my defense mechanism. He didn't argue. He just got up, walked away, and began packing. He was so calm. Too calm. It terrified me. I begged, I shouted, I cried, but nothing stopped him. "This isn't just about Noah," he said. "It's about how you made me feel for wanting boundaries. You made me feel like I was the weak one for asking for respect. I'm not." And then he left. No slammed doors. No angry goodbye. Just gone. Noah came over that night. I thought maybe it would help ease the pain. But he barely looked at me. He scrolled his phone. Didn't ask if I was okay. Didn't stay long. That's when I finally saw it. Noah wasn't my safe space. He was my escape. A thrill. And once the secrecy faded, so did the rush. So did he. Weeks passed. Silence from Jacob. I wrote him a long, tear-stained email. Said everything I couldn't say before. He never wrote back. Later I heard from someone that he'd moved into his own place. Started going to the gym. Posted a picture online, smiling with his sister's dog. He looked peaceful. Free. As for me, I let Noah go. Deleted every trace. Started therapy. Started facing parts of myself I always pushed away. I stopped hiding behind distractions and started owning the damage I caused. It's been 9 months now. I'm seeing someone again. Slowly. Carefully. But I still think about Jacob, Not out of longing, but because he showed me what real love looks like. The kind that has boundaries. The kind that doesn't chase validation. The kind that knows when to walk away. I used to believe that blocking someone was immature. Now I see it as self-respect. It's not always about cutting someone out. Sometimes it's about choosing calm over chaos. Jacob wasn't being weak. He was being strong. And when he walked out, he wasn't quitting on love. He was finally choosing it for himself.